Hello, I am playing Furnace of Wario's Deluxe. I have already 100% completed the regular games, so I'm working on the deluxe games. It was before I really got into YouTube, so I didn't record any of it, but yeah, that's all done. But I'm gonna record this, and if Finest of Wario's 2 Deluxe comes out, I'm gonna record that as well. Anyways, I have a bunch of achievements complete. Survive 5 nights, survive a power outage, survive the 6th night, get jump scared by every character, complete the max mode, and find the one which is just a Wario Man costume in the bathroom. It's a random Easter egg thing. I tried to record this before, but I messed up the recording. There once was a man named Wario who worked along with a friend of his at Wario's own fast food factory. The only thing I went through was the first night, so you didn't miss anything. One day, however, the two men went missing, and they were never found. Since that day, the factory has been closed, due to people thinking the factory was cursed. It is, but don't worry about it. 7 years later, the government decided to reopen the factory and start the production again. What could go wrong? Everything could go wrong, but you know. If we ignore it, nothing could go wrong. One man has gotten a job as a night guard during the night. What idiot would get a job here? At an obviously cursed place. What an idiot. I already called him an idiot. Ah, damn it, I'm the idiot. Oh. Every time.
Hello? Mr. McRoy, is it? I'll call you Richard, if that's okay with you. I'd like to welcome you to Wario's fast food factory, Richard. Oh, I'm James, by the way. Nothing special about me that you need to know, really. I like to code video games as a hobby. Although I'm unsure if I'm really good at coding video games, at least I love doing it, you know? And I've always wanted to be part of something big,
You guys listen to
something
phone
that
call.
affects people,
I'm
you know?
gonna try to get the Easter egg.
I hope I can put my video game coding to good use one day. But I was fortunate to be one of the minds behind the reopening of this factory here. That's something I'm very happy about. But anyway, enough about me. Welcome to Wario's Fast Food Factory, a place with a dark past and a bright future, as we like to say. It's back in business, much thanks to your father, in fact, who invested so much and really kickstarted this entire reopening. The original owner, Wario, hence the name Wario, of course, he died 7 years ago, you see, back in 2007. Tragic stuff. This factory closed off then following that tragic event, as you may know, but now it's back in business. It grew popular due to a unique secret recipe for fast food that Wario used, so you bet we're using the very same one. Now, you've been hired as a night guard in the factory. The job is quite simple. Be glad you're not here during the day shift, I tell you, where all the machines have to be operated and all that stuff. All you really have to do is to keep an eye on things. It sounds vague, I know, but it's not that much more to it, really. You're currently sitting in the main office of the factory, and seeing as the place has been used for many years, we cannot know for sure just how functional the old machinery is yet. Has everything remained intact? It's hard to say. That's why you need to remain in your office and watch over the factory, using some brand new security cameras we've installed. Straight from Secure Incorporated. Just open up the pad you've been given and have a look around. Just make sure everything looks okay, pretty much. You only have so much power at your disposal at night, however. Try not to use all of it. Having that camera pad open drains some of that power, but even worse is the door to your left and the control room window to your right. As you have probably seen, we have installed some buttons you can use for each one of them. The red buttons will bring down strong metallic doors, and the white buttons will trigger lights in the respective doorways. Keeping these doors down drain quite a lot of power, as do having the door lights active. Please, only use these when you need to. When would you need to, you might wonder? Well, there have been rumors going around for years that this recipe that Wario was using, and that we are using now, was quite interesting to money-hungry thieves back in the day when the factory was up and running. So the doors, the lights, it's just for safety, really. Mandatory precautions, that's all. No worries. Just keep an eye on the camera pad, yeah? Otherwise, you should be good, I think, yeah? We are very excited for this new era of the Wario's brand. So, have a good night, Richard, and I'll give you a call tomorrow.
My luck is terrible right now. In the failed recording, I got it pretty early during the phone call. But here, nope. I might not even get it before one of the characters kills me. Yeah, you. Both of you. Please, Wario man. Have mercy. Show up so I can cease this and actually play the video game as intended. I want to go back to having fun. Which was, before I found out my recording failed. I'm a little upset about it, if you couldn't tell. Okay, now Waluigi's in here. Probably all the way to the right, hugging the wall. Cause he's this sneaky bitch. Yeah, there you are. Heard something on my left. Not too worried about draining my power because I'm trying to drain my power so I can get that achievement. And plus I learned that they give you a good amount of power. How are you already here? Really? Wario man, please. Just gonna drain a little more power. Why is my luck so bad, please? Do that in order to drain enough power to get that other achievement. this is what I mean by they give you a good amount of power. It's not even draining that fast, and the only way I can make it drain any faster is by not putting down my camera, but I'm trying to get the Easter egg, and I'm not 100% sure on what triggers it properly, so I'm just gonna keep on doing this. It worked last time, and every time before. Please. I don't want to do this no more. I think that's what they call a double negative. What I mean is, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm clarifying just because I really don't want to do this. Well, I got the power outage. But no Wario, man. Hi, Wario. Well, at least I could conserve power like a normal person. But can I even use the cameras like a normal person? No, I still have to find Wario Man. You know, the one, as he's called. I know his actual name, but...
Hi there, James here again. I heard you did good last night. Well done, Richard. Remember,
I drained all of the
if
power.
you see anyone snooping around at
What do you mean I
night,
did well?
tell us about it, yeah? We don't want another uncomfortable incident, like... Anyway, I heard from a co-worker today that you had questions about this place and its past. Well, the original owner, Wario, you know, businessman, he was kind. Yeah, he wasn't free of greed and stress, but honestly, who are, really? He was clever, and he had that boss-type personality, you know? It was him and his business partner, Waluigi, who started this factory and the Wario brand as a whole. I don't know much about this Waluigi guy, aside from him being known as the sidekick, kind of, or as the less interesting one. But Waluigi is said to have been good with words. Charming, convincing, clever, but also insecure. Living in his friend's shadow, putting Wario in front of himself. You know, a people pleaser. That's how people described him. But also a people knower, apparently. He knew how to convince people, getting them to agree with him. That's probably why Wario chose him to be his business partner. The two of them made a good team, apparently. They started a cafe. That was the first thing, back in the 80s, you see, the late 80s. Wario's Cafe, it was their first business, and that's also where this secret recipe of his found its footing and grew popular. They closed it off fairly quickly for unknown reasons, actually, and the two men began in the video game industry instead a few years later, in 1990, I think it was. WarioWare Incorporated. You might have heard of it. It was quite a spectacle, and the ideas and products from there were impressive, to say the least. However, people called the place haunted. Rumors has it that even Wario himself claimed the building felt off. And WarioWare actually partly burned down a few years later, unfortunately. It must have been an electrical fire, I guess. But that's when they were able to found their third establishment, which was this very fast food factory. I think it was a lifelong dream of Wario to build this factory, and finally it was up. And things were going well until, you know, I told you the owner died. But that's not quite the entire story. He, Waluigi, along with 3 of their co-workers, completely disappeared one day. Gone. Nobody found them, heard from them, nothing. People had claimed to get strange vibes from the factory since day 1, and the disappearance of these 5 didn't exactly lighten those rumors up. Some have even used the word cursed when describing this place. So what happened to them exactly, we don't know for sure. But I've talked long enough for tonight, Richard, I'm sorry. I just thought I would let you in more on the details of the past of your workplace, you know? I'll let you get back to work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night, yeah?
I'm losing it. How the hell have I not gotten it yet? Just one stupid time. That's all I need. Bruno Gate, please show up. That's his name. Like, his real name. Hi, Luigi. Please, God. Just don't do this anymore, man. I want to have fun. This ain't fun. Hi, Luigi, there you are. Now, where did Luigi wander off? Oh, there he is. And while Luigi's back, Luigi's just hanging around. I don't think you like that joke. Okay, I thought I heard Waluigi in there for a moment. Screw you guys. Luigi was in machinery. Luigi's real close. I think Wario's at my door. Wario was at my door. But guess who's not anywhere? Fucking Wario, man. I didn't like that noise. Oh wait. Oh, that's Luigi crying. Womp womp. Sorry, Luigi. My bad. So that's how Luigi works. He can go to either door. Got it. Oh, they're both hanging out there. That door is staying closed. Luke is. There's Lukey. Still no Wario Man, huh? Nothing at all. This is honestly impressively bad luck at this point. I don't like the noises they make. At this point, I think I can just close the doors and it won't matter. Yeah. Still no Wario Man. Planning on ending the recording after night 3, so if I don't get it there, I'll have to do it next time. Being a completionist has very big downsides, and also unlocked the map toggles,
Hey,
so
Richard.
now
Third night is
I
up,
got
and you should be
all
getting the hang
these
of this
cellar
now, I guess.
cameras.
Everything's good, right? You'd tell me if something was up. I have to inform you about some upgrades we've installed today. As you know, this factory was built on an old piece of land, yeah? There were remains of underground tunnels that Wario turned into this factory's current cellar. At some point, though, the tunnels down there become unstable, and the deeper areas down there seem to be way too unsafe to enter. So, you know, who knows how far these tunnels actually go, and who knows what they were originally used for. Anyway, I'm telling you this because, well, first of all, don't go down there, yeah? But secondly, we kinda heard noises coming from down there today. Footsteps, as some people here claimed. As well as singing. Sounds quite absurd to me, but, you know, take it as you want. We feared someone may have been trying to break in from below. Even though that should be impossible, of course. Or it could be animals down there. That, we don't know for sure, but there were sounds coming from down there, most definitely. So just for safety, of course, we've put up some more cameras down there as well. You should easily be able to access them on your camera pad, just like the other cameras, so you can keep an eye out on stuff. Yeah, the light situation down there, it's not good. So, why have cameras at all down there if you can't see anything, right? Well, there is an emergency solution for now. Using your camera pad, you can flash some lights we've installed down there, just in case you hear someone walking down there. I mean, the cameras have microphones built into them, so you should be able to hear sounds they pick up through your pad, yeah? So, now and then, just take a peek at those underground cameras and listen if their microphones pick up anything of interest. Listen for a few moments though before you brush it off as nothing. For all we know, if there should be something down there, it can take a few seconds before anything moves at all. In addition to that, because the cameras are so far underground, there might be some audio delay from the cameras and to the pad you're holding. So, based on what we heard today, and what some people heard, just to be sure, listen for a few seconds. Listen if you can hear anything that resembles walking, footsteps, singing, anything like that. And if you don't hear anything for 2, 3, 4 seconds, I'm sure it's good to go. And give the lamps down there a big flash if you hear something, okay? We don't really want anyone breaking in, so be careful though. We are on a tight budget as well, so electricity at night is still limited. So here's the deal. Flashing those lamps down there, it drains quite a lot of power if there's no movement detection in that room. So therefore, please use those flashes sparingly. Only use them if you hear something in that room, okay? We don't really want you to suddenly sit there in the darkness for half a night with no power left. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. I'll update you tomorrow if anything else is to be reported, yeah? Good night.
I'm very upset still. Now Peach is gonna be in the cellar. She's gonna be very annoying. And since she completely relies on me using the cameras, she's gonna be the biggest problem for me trying to get this stupid achievement. Hi, I see you. Is that her? Yeah. Now I have to wait for her to leave the cellar entrance and go somewhere else. And then I have to find her in one of those cameras from the noise. And then flash. Let me just, for now. Hey, how'd you get caught that fast? Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm keeping that window closed. She's so dramatic. Nope. You trickster. So the sound I heard the first time was just ambiance, it wasn't actually her. That's annoying. I saw you, Waluigi. I see you down there, Wario. my Purgatory. You know what, I might just... Yeah, do this again. Wait. Wait. Okay. So, can't use the vault. Don't know why it's there. Maybe low reasons, I don't know, man. I'd be more than willing to run out of power and die. Dang it. Oh. How? In all my years of playing this specific game, I've never had Wario Man take this long to show up. God. Like... Let me close out the game and see if it's an actual bug. Because I don't understand how this could just be happening for so long at this point. It's annoying beyond belief. I don't intend to actually beat the fourth night on this session, but I just want Wario Man to show up and give me my stupid achievement. Mario's here, right? But
Good evening,
please.
Richard. I hope you're well rested and ready for another night shift. Yeah.
I'm neither one of those things.
I talked to a co-worker again
Thanks to
today
a certain
about your
Wario Man.
situation as the night guard and everything. And you know, she insisted that you have the right to know more about this place. And of course you do. So, you know, after the three establishments, the cafe, the microgame company, and this factory, the owners and the workers disappeared in 2007, as I mentioned, but it has been rumored that a thief may have been responsible for the disappearance. It is said he was breaking into the factory to steal the secret recipe, you know, that I mentioned to you. Based on witnesses and the fact that Wario's mascot costume is still missing. It was a costume of himself, pretty much, a big costume, pretty much, that he used for, mascot purposes, commercials and stuff. And we still haven't found it yet, even 7 years later now.
I might not find it in 7 years either. At this rate.
Hypothetical thief used this very
It's taken
costume
so long, my
because
muscle
it is said
memory
that the
is
thief he
breaking.
took the lives of the 5 in the process. Actual murders, you know? But as I mentioned, no bodies has ever been found. We do not know for sure if the thief killed them or if something else happened, because the thief himself also disappeared, never to be seen again. 6 missing people, Richard. It's all a mystery. The thief is speculated to have been a man named Bruno Gates, to be exact. The only evidence we have for that is his wife, Dolores Gates, I think her name was.
I would love to find
She
Bruno
reported
Gate
her
right here,
husband
right
missing
now.
around the time
Great.
of this incident,
James,
so,
I do not care about
you
your
know,
phone
you can make
call.
a
I am
connection
quitting
that
as soon as this man
maybe
turns
he
the
was
lights
the
back
same
off.
guy. Of course, these are
I
only
will
rumors,
listen to this
yeah,
phone
but
call
if we're
the
being
next
honest,
time I
that's
record this
why
game,
the door
because
mechanic
I'm not
was
doing that
installed in
for
our office
because
in the
this
first
guy,
place.
not only did he drain all
We
of my
don't want
enjoyment,
anything like
but
that
also
to
I was just
happen
planning on
ever
beating
again.
3 nights and then quitting in the
I
first
hope
place.
this won't scare you away.
It won't. I'm out. Give me my achievement. God damn it. I have to actually beat... Nope, I don't have to beat the night. It just didn't pop up. I'm good. I'm done. Thank you for watching. This was incredibly upsetting, but I finally found him. Please leave a like and subscribe to me for more of my suffering if you enjoy it. I'm in pain.